What it do YouTube /Patreon/bit shoot. Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about is the governments around the world using COVID-19, aka COVID-21, as a distraction to cover up what's really going on. So I know a lot of people is going to say, oh, COVID-19 is actually real, it's this, it's that, blah, blah, blah. Of course, we know it's real. It has a patent on it. People are actually dying from it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not funny, shit like that, you know. A lot of people say it's fake, it's this, it's that. But and overall, in all honesty, it is a real disease. It is a real virus. It's biochemical warfare. And, the governments around the world, they're using COVID-21 as it's COVID-19. It was created in 2019, but you could change the numbers each time the year passes. So it's 2021 now, so you call it COVID-21, just so you know what I'm talking about. But I personally believe that they're using it as a distraction to cover up what's really going on. And I know a lot of people can say, because a lot of people, they are not woke, they still sleep. And some people, they don't want to be woke, they want to stay asleep. And when I say woke, as in they don't want to be aware, you know what I mean? They don't want to have awareness to what's really going on. Like, some people are just content and comfortable with where they're at in life, and they just want to stay sheep. Then you got other people such as myself and other minds out there that are aware, that are so-called woke, and they know what's going on. And like I say, don't believe nothing I say, do your own research. And a lot of the stuff that I talk about, you can't technically do research on it because it's spiritual. You have to be a spiritual person. You have to be tapped in with nature. You have to have that divine essence, that empathic connection with nature. You have to be in tune with Mother Nature to really get these downloads from Mother Nature. And you get these downloads from Mother Nature by eating fruits and vegetables, sun gazing, because sun gazing, that's the purest form of vitamin D, and shit like that. But when I talk about physical stuff like that, you could do your research on that. Vitamin D comes from the sun. You see what I mean? Shit like that. But what's really going on? Like, a lot of people go say, because a lot of people may look at it and they just take it as face value. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, COVID-19, is this really this? Yeah, it's really going on, but you gotta look at it as a distraction from what's really going on to keep you from looking at the truth. And the truth is that the governments around the world, especially the main governments in the Western world, and don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. This happens in the Eastern world too. On the other side of the world, this shit. But like, the government is trying to cover up the pedophilia, the organ trafficking, the sex trafficking, the human trafficking, the drug trafficking, and shit like that. You know what I mean? But they're more open with the drug trafficking. Because how you think the drugs get in the community? You see, I gotta joke with this shit too, man. Because this is serious topics, but I gotta take some of the pressure off you and joke and make you laugh at the same time while I'm bringing you the truth. But yes, that's what really COVID-19 is about. It's the one, to destroy small businesses, to destroy mom and pop shops. It's also to destroy, you could say, middle class businesses as well, because what these individuals, so-called Illuminati, so-called secret society people, you know what I'm talking about, they want to make the rich richer and the poor poorer. And that's been going on for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. That's a whole different story. No toy. Nah, that shit funny. But get it, Toy Story. But anyway, so they're trying to cover up the Pizzagate, Hillary Clinton files, Epstein Island, the blood sacrifices. But now we in the age of Aquarius, and a lot of people, they automatically just became downloaded and in tune with this information. Some people still sleep, and of course, they're going to stay asleep. They're going to stay stuck in that third dimensional mindset that they were in, unless they have a powerful enough soul where they can break through that, and actually get through. But at this point, it's like, if you wasn't on that level of consciousness where you could see what's really going on and hear what's really going on, you're pretty much stuck. You see what I mean? In that third dimensional mind state, or whatever mind state that you were in. And the thing about it is they killing children, stealing their organs, and not just children. They really doing it to so-called black people. We really Hebrew Israelites. You know what I mean? Not all black people are Hebrew Israelites, but from America, South America, and just them the main places where the Hebrew Israelites are at. You know what I mean? They all scattered all around the world. Don't get it twisted. But that's really what they're doing. They really just organ trafficking these kids and stealing their organs. So that's why it's a lot of children going missing when you get those Amber Alerts, or when you walk into a store like a Walmart or a Kmart, or whatever kind of stores that y'all have in your country. You know what I mean? Because I know in America we have Walmart, Kmart, and all that type of shit like that. The main kind of stores really just Walmart. And like, especially growing up, how you would walk through the Walmart, or you would walk through like a store, and you will see where it say these children are missing. This person has been missing for this long. This person has been missing for this long. And they mainly go for children because children they have pure energy. They are innocent. They have that pure energy, that life force. And these so-called elites, these secret society members, they answer to the demigods, which is really like fallen angels and shit like that. But in today's time, we call them demons or devils or Satan or the Shaitan, whatever you want to call it, right? And that's really why they unleashed COVID, to throw people off from what's really going on, because their whole little organ trafficking shit and all that piece of shit is starting to be, people are starting to actually do their research to see what the fuck going on. And you got a lot of adults out here and people that's been knowing about this information for years, and they've been getting hunted down and shit like that, coming up missing. And everybody that touch in with the Hillary Clinton cases and shit like that, with the shit that happened on Epstein Island, they always end up dead and shit like that. But they're trying to distract you from what's really going on in politics. You break down the word politics in math or geometry, they told us that poly means many, and a tick is a bloodsucker. So politics, many bloodsuckers. These politicians is nothing but bloodsuckers, sucking all the resources and all the money from the citizens of different countries, right? Are you following me? You see what I mean? And they trying to keep people distracted, looking left, looking right, looking up, looking down, kind of looking everywhere except for the truth. You see what I mean? Because nowadays, not all people, but majority of the people that still sleep, they prefer you to tell them a lie than for you to tell them the truth. You see what I mean? That's just the kind of backward society we live in. And I'm speaking as just in the whole, like it's just in this world. You see what I mean? So it's like the shit that's going on is starting to be cracked down on. All these celebrities and shit end up dying and all that. It's to stop them to take their generational wealth. They don't want no so-called black people, or any, to be honest with you, any celebrity with generational wealth, especially so-called black people. Like I say, I'm saying so-called because we're not black. Those are part of the curses that Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh, it's Paleo Hebrew for Jesus and God. They, put our ancestors under the curses when they disobeyed the commandments of the Bible and stuff like that. And these curses are starting to be lifted. That's why 2020 was the year of vision. When you go to the eye doctor, they say you got 2020 vision, where you can see things clearly. That's why a lot of this shit was starting to come out at the end of like 2019 and 2020. But it's really going to show in 2021. Like I said, you really ain't seen nothing yet, because this is still just started. We were in like the second week of January. So the shit is really starting to amp up. You know what I mean? Like, it's really starting to amp up, but it's going to amp up even more as we get into these times. Because we're in the latter days, or the end times, or whatever you want to call it. And they want to keep people distracted. They want to keep you, just like I said, ancient Rome, the corrupt politicians. They kept the citizens of Rome in those arenas watching those gladiator blood sports. And that's pretty much the same shit that's going on. They're keeping people just distracted. Every day it's a new iPhone. Not every day. I'm over-exaggerating, but you get what I mean. Like every fucking month. It's a new iPhone. It's a new game system. It's this, it's that. The new shoes. Oh, shit. I got the new watch on. Damn, I got some new J's. You feel me? Like, it's all this shit to keep you distracted on a materialistic level, so you don't really tap into your spirituality and see what's going on a higher realm of consciousness. Right? So that's why they unleashed the COVID-19. Like I said, don't take it as a joke, because it's really real. People are really dying from it. But they had to unleash it, that biochemical warfare, to really throw you off. So you don't really do your research and really tap into what the fuck is going on. You see what I mean? And that's pretty much the whole premise of that shit. But I go all around in my videos, but I want to say shout out to the real supporters. You know what I mean? Shout out to the fam. Like it's to the point I don't even want to call y'all subscribers anymore. Y'all the family. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all support me, I support y'all, and you can support people in different type of ways. You know what I mean? So it's like just shout out to the real subscribers, and to the haters and the jealous demons, go straight to hell. You know what I mean? But yeah. So it's some shit that just, oh yeah, shout out to King Rob. And I don't know if King Rob even know about me or who I am, but I was watching one of his videos he did yesterday. He was saying that a lot of YouTubers can't give him his credit and stuff like that because they Masons and all that type of shit. And I'm most definitely not one of them. So I've been acknowledging him. I just found out about him damn near like a couple weeks ago, a month ago, from King Low. You know what I mean? So shout out to King Rob. Peso from 59th Street. Shout him out, man. That's a real, real, real boss, man. That's a real king right there. He dropping that real knowledge. He giving me different perspectives that I never even seen. He put you right in the midst of what the fuck is going on. And that's why they fucking with his channel, and that's why they fucking with my channel. They fucking with a lot of other people's channel that bring that real content. You see what I mean? That's why they hacking my shit. Cause like I said, if they wasn't hacking my channel, I would have been at fucking 1 million subscribers. All my videos supposed to been at fucking 10,000 or 100,000 views. You see what I mean? But they hacking my shit. You know what I mean? They got a government agent or FBI agent assigned to each so-called truther channel to fuck with your numbers and shit, so they won't really get out there. To fuck with the algorithm, so the videos won't really get out there. If you go and look at my most popular videos, you see I've been doing 100,000 videos. I've been doing 100,000 views and 50,000, 80,000 views. 10,000, 20,000 views years ago. So like I said, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You feel me, Sean? Hey, nah, that shit funny. But on some real shit though, like the shit that's going on, this is real stuff. Like this is real shit. And a lot of people gonna say, what could we do to prepare for it and all this shit? You got to get your mind, body, and soul right. You're a Merkabah. You know what I mean? Like you got to get in tune with the Most High. You got to get in tune with Yahweh Shai. You got to get in tune. You know what I mean? Like your health. Shit, your wealth, all that shit is really important because, what's going on. They're trying to force people to take vaccination shots, which is pretty much just the mark of the beast. Because at some point, if you don't take the RFID chip or AKA the vaccination shot, you won't even be able to buy food. You won't even be able to access your bank account. They're going to take your driver license. And the driver license and shit like that is nothing but a privilege anyway. Your ID and all that shit is nothing but a privilege anyway. You know what I mean? They're going to fuck with your passport, all type of shit like that. You won't be able to travel. You know what I mean? They talk about this stuff in the Bible. A lot of people, I don't even believe in the Bible. You know what I mean? I used to be like that at one point in time. But, I was woken up to the truth. And I started to see what the fuck was really going on, And you could say, oh, I'm the most spiritual, or I've been doing spirituality, or I've been spiritual, or I've been so-called woke, or I've been tapped into my higher self or my higher state of consciousness for 20 years or 30 plus years and stuff like that. But you can still be fooled. You see what I mean? Like, you can still be fooled. I just turned 26 last week. You know what I mean? I know it's other people out there, adults. I'm a young adult, but I know it's actually adults out there that's been on this type of shit years and years and, shit like that. But at the same time, they can still pour the okie doke over your eyes because they do shit so slick and so smooth. And it was some shit that's going on with like YFE and Lucci and shit like that. I haven't looked into it yet. I'm gonna look into it soon. But they probably need him to do a blood sacrifice. When you notice when they start fucking with these celebrities and shit like that, it's because they do for a blood sacrifice, or they not listening, or their time is pretty much up, and they trying to figure out a strategic way to get rid of them. A lot of people will say, what does that matter? It all matters because all that shit ties in. One, they're using it as a distraction. But two, if you really tap into it, you will see what's going on. That they got these people controlled. Like all these people, a lot of these celebrities, not all of them, but like 95% of them, they, you know what I mean? Like they control them by holding stuff over their head. Like them politicians and all that shit. These fucking people on these cooking shows, these TV hosts and all that shit. All these motherfuckers got to do some type of pedophilia and all that shit. Like, you can go back and look at this shit. If you go back and just do the research, like Michael Jackson, remember he had all those kids in his bed and stuff like that? He wasn't on no pedophilia shit. You know what I mean? Like, Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, they from Gary, Indiana, which is 45 minutes or an hour away from Chicago. He from a real ghetto. Them real Israelites. He from a real, and I'm not saying, oh, just because you from a ghetto or you from a place like that, that don't mean that's nothing to be proud of or nothing like that. but he's from an authentic place. He's from a place where they don't fuck around. So he wasn't into that shit. But his dad and all them, Joe Jackson, it's funny he got the same name as me, but it's a whole nother story. But that's why he used to beat them and abuse them so much to get them prepared for that type of shit. That's why when they was putting those kids in Michael Jackson bed and all that shit, that was planted by the fucking record label and by the fucking so-called Illuminati and shit to control him, to keep his mouth shut. That's why at the end he made that tour. This is it. Because he knew his time was up. He knew they was going to kill him. He owned half of Sony, if not more than Sony. He was worth billions and billions of dollars. He's still one of the biggest pop stars to today, the king of pop. That's why they had to get rid of him, to take that generational wealth from him. That's why they got Janet Jackson controlled, Tito Jackson, all them motherfuckers controlled. They got some type of dirt over them, blackmail. They got that shit over them. And that's why I mean these celebrities is tied into that shit. That's why they're using this COVID-19 to distract you from what the fuck is really going on. But if you see this shit, it's nothing but death by the numbers. Real shit. It's nothing but death by the numbers, gematria, all this type of shit. So it's just something for you to think about, man. Like I say, do your own research, man. Free yourself. How can you free yourself? Ask yourself that question. See what I mean? And just to give you some real 100 game, like, don't let the haters or the jealous demons, don't let them throw you off your path. That's what they're there for. To get you to feel discouraged, to get you to feel like you're lower than what you is, so you don't really see your real true potential, so you don't really see your real superpowers. Because as humans, no matter what fucking color, ethnicity, or nationality you are, no matter what background you're from, you have some type of superpower, some type of talent, some type of gift. Some people have multiple gifts. Some people are born stronger than others. That don't mean that you're necessarily better than nobody else. It's just you got more power within yourself. You just got to figure out how to tap into it and unleash it. And that's what they don't want you to do. That's why they keep us dumbed down with the fluoride in our water. Fluoride is the main active ingredient in rat poisoning. That's why they put all these chemicals and shit in the food to just keep us dumbed down and docile. This is real shit. And if you just pay attention to these celebrities and shit, you could just see what the next move is if you just do the numbers. Numbers is the language of the universe. You know what I mean? Like real shit. But yeah, man, more videos coming soon, man. Wake the damn up. You feel me, Sean?